Hello, peace and blessings, and thank you for joining me today. So, my name is Rebecca, and I am here today to share with you something to help you lift yourself up on your walk today, on your journey today, on your path, your spiritual life, your mental life, your physical life, all one, joined together. And today we're going to talk about trust. So just take a moment, tune in to what your idea of trust is. I'm just going to give you a second to do that. I'm going to join in as well. Great. So now I'm going to ask you to set that aside. I'm going to do the same. And allow for knowledge to flow through. We shift from our perceiving mind into our knowing mind, into our hearts. We can actually begin to experience reality. Reality is what's going on around us, not what we're perceiving going on, our interpretations, our ideas, things generated by the beliefs that we have in our life based on past experiences, what other people's past experience are that we have learned, been taught, collective, individual, group, world. We have beliefs and perceptions based on many different levels of things that are going on around us. And we're setting that aside. So what does it even look like? Well, it looks like shifting into your heart. And when we're in our heart, we're actually present. And so many of us walk around thinking we know what it means to be present. Oh yeah, I'm here right now. Sounds great, but it's so easy to intellectualize an idea that can be embodied. So how do we get there? First step, most important step, is to trust. See, trust generates faith, and faith counters belief. Belief generates the perceiving mind. Faith generates knowing. So what is faith? Faith, and I say this a lot to people I'm in conversation with on a regular basis, faith is a superpower. If there are ever any sort of superpower, it's faith. And not like this woo-woo-y kind of thing, or even something based in religion. We have a tendency to attach, and there goes that perceiving mind again, to attach certain words like faith to faiths, religion, and dogma, and so there's this whole uncomfortableness that sort of arises up when we start talking about faith. But we have faith in a lot of different things, and most of the time we're putting our faith in our perceiving mind, in our beliefs, in the past, which isn't a bad thing. It just doesn't have you present. It doesn't have you here right now in this moment. So what can we get when we shift our faith from being a past that we're projecting and expecting to show up again in our future? What happens when we pull that faith in and put it here, right now, in our hearts, in the present moment, in the action that we can give? See, the heart is an action organ. It's an action mind. It is a powerful place to be from. And there's those moments in life where you feel like you're just on a life high, where things are happening perfectly in motion with each other, one thing from the next to the next. And it's like an epiphany, one right after the other. That's being present. Even if it's just one epiphany, being present, being in your heart generates epiphany after epiphany. You can live in the present moment in a constant revelation with what is, but what keeps you there, what what grounds you into the heart space, that powerful place of interacting with the things that are actually going on around you, free from what you think is going on, is having faith. Faith is like patience, like knowing that the way things are right now is exactly the way it's meant to be, and that who you are and who you're meant to be is meant to be here in this moment, dealing with whatever is going on. And when you have faith, you're invested in who you are, in your greatness, in the source coming through you, allowing for that flow to be expressed through you. When we get caught up in the perceiving mind, it's our brain, our computer, the onboard memory system in this machinery that's running our actions. But when we're coming from our heart, there's no thought correlate to the actions that we're taking. It exemplifies our soul, our purpose, the truth of who we are. And when we follow that heart path, those heart actions, we actually move step by step closer to being our highest version of ourselves. And that takes faith. It's like a razor's edge of action. And the brain freaks out because it's like, no, I've been here before. I've done this. It doesn't go well. I need to do this. I need to react this way. But the heart doesn't react. It responds. And it responds uniquely to this moment. Right here, right now, it recognizes that this is a moment that has never existed before, and it requires unique perception and faith. Faith that whatever is needed is going to be delivered to you in that moment, that everything is available to you. And it is. We're infinite, multi-dimensional beings. We're not just here in this physical world. We reach out into many realms and we draw from them into ourselves. But you can only be present to that from your heart. And so we have to have faith. We have to trust. We have to generate that trust, and it takes a lot from us, but it returns infinitely to us. Infinitely. When we give in faith, when we give in trust, it's the currency of the universe. It comes back to us fully. Not just a return equal to, it's greater than. Because when we invest in our trust, in our faith, in ourselves, our greatness, in the greatness of others, in the greatness of our world, in the greatness of the source, this comes through us. And it wells up within us, and it exudes from us. And there is nothing you cannot do. And you go from thinking that and conceptually knowing that to being present to that. And the pathway is trust. The pathway is faith. Real faith is something that when you taste it, you know it. You know, this is the thing that can manifest moving mountains. This is the thing that can manifest transforming hearts and minds and souls. This is the thing that will trigger an evolution on our planet. This is the thing that is at work within all of us. And it's available, infinitely available to everyone. And with faith, we can speak with words and create instantly. When our relationship to our faith is so strong, our faith in that what we say will happen, when that is unbreakable, is unmeasurably true, that what you say will happen. The universe will bend itself. It will conspire to ensure that what you've said happens. And so will you. This is the heart. The heart, in the moment, speaks and creates. Through the medium of faith, we draw on the universe, bring together a creative experience. Through our word and our faith combined, we create. This is what we are. We're creators. Little mini creators walking around expressing the source. We are like the source, like our creator, like the place that we come from. We create the things around us, and our lives are an expression of our creation. So what are you creating? Where's your faith? Have you misplaced your trust in yourself, in others, in the world? So it's a radical shift that we have to make. We have to shift from the world of things being wrong, right, true, false. The only thing that's true is what's happening right here, right now, what's in front of you. What you're dealing with. Now. That's true. But we can't make it wrong. We can't make it right. There's no real hierarchy in life. That's just something we've invented, made up. That's what you get to do. You get to make things up. And we've been making up a lot of stuff for a really long time, and it's time to cut it down. Not because it's bad, but because it's unnecessary. We're entering a time where our development is no longer this physical evolutionary thing. It's about expressing our divine nature through this well-tuned instrument, the physical body. The physical body has many amazing capabilities. But we really restrict it. We use these beliefs and these mental mechanisms and these computing things to take up the RAM space we've got in our minds. So we're all booked up inside. We don't have space for the universe to deliver miracles, to use us, to be expressed through us, because we're so invested in our minds, in our brain, and letting it be who we are. But that's not who we are. So we can't be confused. We can't be confused with that. Who you are, who I am, is not this. We are so much more. Infinite, multi-dimensional, capable of incredible feats. Anything. We are limitless. Limitless. And we all have to come together on this. Now is the time to invest your faith in something other than what you think is going on. See, faith is a leap, they always say. You're trusting that on the other side, there's something greater. You're trusting that when you take this action, you're going to have a discovery. When you experience the feeling of taking a risk, that is the moment to employ faith. When you know you're taking a risk, the mind generates that experience. But the heart, when the heart says yes and the mind says no, faith. Do what you say. Be who you say you are. And you will discover who you are. Keep pushing. Don't let that brain box you in. because that's what it'll do. It's a predictive machine. It wants to be able to know what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next, what do I need to do, how do I need to react. The heart doesn't need that. And that's not even the best use of your brain. Your brain is not meant to do all of this work. That's the heart. The heart is meant to do this work. So you'll never actually discover how powerful your brain and your mind can be and how useful it can be until your consciousness resides in your heart. Balancing the brains and the body. We've got more than one. So we bring them together in one place so we can use them all together. You are powerful. You are royal. You are infinite and great. And I am so blessed to have shared this time with you. Be the difference in the world. Go out there and take a risk for love, for infinite, perfect love. Take a risk. You don't have anything to lose. Try on faith. Not the dogmatic kind. The kind that moves you from fear to love. Give love a chance to prove itself, and it will. But you have to be the one to take the action. No one else can do this for you. No one else but you.